think where I want to start today is I went home last week. My last remaining grandparent had passed away at the ripe old age of 98. And it was a joyful thing for her, and she actually lived a lot longer than she had anticipated, if you put it like that. And the interesting thing, we talking with some aunts and uncles and cousins and relatives, and seeing, for instance, my cousin who grew up in Appleton, that little town of, I don't know, about 80,000, used to look a lot bigger, I guess, when I was a child. My cousin has lived there her entire life, and she lives about half a mile from the house where she grew up, still attends the same church. And then learning about my grandfather and my grandmother, my grandpa bought a farm back in 1950 or so, shortly after they were married. They bought a farm that was only about 1.5 miles from the house where he was born. And my grandmother lived in that same area. And over the course of their lives, they lived there. Like, that was it. Total of about 1 mile of radius from where they lived and where they had spent their entire life. My mother grew up in a 90-mile circle, still there in Wisconsin. If you cut out a couple years of schooling, then it was only about 45 miles. 1,250 miles apart. I'm glad that we live in Toledo, I'll put it like that. What is home for you? What is home for us? What is home for our children? You might think of where you grew up in, maybe the house where you grew up, or the town, or the city. Maybe you've kind of lived in the same general area. Maybe you had a parent who's in the military and you moved around a lot across the world. Maybe you're kind of a recent transplant, whatever the case may be.